This video is going to be a full walkthrough of all of the features and settings that you can find on the Motocaddy S5 GPS trolley, which is new for 2023. Now, I believe this is also the same GPS unit that you get on the new M5 version. Now, if you are thinking about buying this trolley, then I've included my full review down in the description below, along with any exclusive discounts so you can pick this trolley up for less than retail price. But let's jump straight in with this video. So you can see here, this is the main home screen where you can select either play golf or go through the settings. We'll come back to the settings in a little bit. Let's start with play golf. So you touch the screen there and it just searches for the GPS information. Once it's picked up its GPS signal, then it will give you the selection of the courses that it has. Now you can see here that these aren't the courses near me because I've currently got the trolley in demo mode because I'm here in my back garden. But this is exactly the same as what it will look like when you're out on the golf course. So if we just select here that we are playing South Torrey Pines Municipal, now you can see here that it loads up the course. And you can also see that it's saying it's updating the course. And that's because I've got this trolley connected to my Wi-Fi currently, which means that it's going to update to the latest course information that it has. Now this unit does actually have a cellular chip inside of it, so if you're out at the course and you're not connected to any Wi-Fi, then actually it will do that update for you as well, but you have to pay an annual subscription of £50 a year to get that feature. So that doesn't come as standard, although you do get a 6-month trial. So you can see that it's loaded up the main screen here. So that is this green view mode. So just to talk through the overview, you see on the left here, you've got your distances to the back, the middle, and the front of the green. And you can see here that the color here, the blue at the top, indicates where it's picking up that rear distance from, and then the red is telling you where it's picking up that front distance. So depending upon where you are, these two dots and distances will shift around the green depending upon which way you are looking at it. On the top left, you've got an indicator for which hole you're on, and it's telling you that it's a par 4 stroke index 5. And if you select the hole, then you can actually change which hole it is that you're looking at. That's nice and easy to do in case you need to start at a different hole. You've got the time at the top there, and you've also got a round counter to let you know how long your round's been, and you can pause that or reset it if you want to as well. On the top right, you've got a battery indicator as well, which is always helpful. And you can see the arrows on the side of the screen here. If you press those, then it will actually jump you on to the next or the previous hole as well. Now on the bottom right of the screen, you can see you've got this edit button. So if you press that, then you can enter your scores and save it down on the trolley. And then you can export the scores and the details that you save onto the Motocaddy app, which you have on your phone, so you can access them and use them for however you please. But you can see here, you can enter your score, you've got your number of putts that you took, and then you've got whether or not you hit the green. And if it is a par 4 or a par 5, then you can choose whether or not you hit the fairway too. So it's a quite limited set of data, but you've got it there, and it's a nice feature to have that you'd expect as standard. Just something that I did note in my full review is that when you get to the green, this score entry screen doesn't automatically pop up. You have to press that edit button and select save. And when you press that save button, then, well, if you're at then when you walk to the next hole, it will take you on to the next hole. Personally, I like it if that score entry system actually pops up when you get to the green, because if you're keeping score on your trolley, then you're going to want that to happen. You don't want to forget pressing that button, otherwise then you have to go back to the previous hole and then enter the score and then go back to the current hole that you're on. But as I say, this isn't a full review. This is just more of a demo of what the trolley has on offer. You can see here you've got a little bit that says shot. So when you press that button, that will start a counter. And then as you walk towards your ball, it will count up so you can know how far you hit your last shot, and you just tap it to get rid of it as well. Now in the middle, that's not a button there. What you've got there is the speed of your trolley. So you can see as you rotate the wheel, you go up all the way to 9, I think it goes to, yep. And you can go all the way down the bottom. You actually got a parking brake on this trolley as well. So you can see the P and the number keeps going up. So if you're parked on a hill, it will still make sure that the wheels are locked and it won't roll back down the hill. Then when you want to go or cancel the parking lock, you just press the button and you're off and gone. Next to that, you can see here you've got the hazards button. So it will do as you expected, really. It will tell you the distances to the hazards on the hole. Now, what's a little bit disappointing is that it doesn't give you the distances to the front as well as to carry those hazards. It's only giving you the distances to the front of the bunkers. For water, it does give you the distances both to the front as well as to carry the water, but for bunkers, well, this is all the information you're getting, I'm afraid. To get back to the main screen, just press that green button there and it pops you back. If you decide to pay for the annual performance pack subscription, then you get an additional screen here. You actually get a total hole view as well that you can cycle through. So you can see the layout of the whole hole, and you can actually move the point of where you want to hit it to, and it will give you the distance to that point, and then from that point to the flag. But again, it's going to cost you an extra £50 a year to unlock. What you can do with the green button here is you can see that you can actually tap and move the flag, and then that's changing the distance to the flag, which is there in that yellow marker in the middle. So again, if you really want to do that, you've got the option. Lastly, on the bottom left hand side, you've got this burger button, so that brings you up some more settings. So first of all, you can see here that you can get a score summary of how you're doing so far. Not necessarily a screen I use too much when I'm out on the course. Going back to that again, you can actually choose the hole. So this is the long way of getting to that screen. I showed you before, you can just tap the button at the top left and that will get you to that screen there. Going through, you can also change the units. You can change them from meters to yards, and also you can set the par or the SI on the course. So we're playing the men's tees today. You can then also change the course if you've got it incorrect, and you can see here, just scroll through and select the course that you meant to choose. You can see as well, by the way, the touchscreen is nice and responsive on this unit. That is really quite impressive and something that I highlighted on my full review. It's also very nice and vibrant too. You're not going to have any problem seeing this on a sunny day, just like it is right this moment. Although we're in the UK, so you're probably going to see this shadow disappear very soon. Just going on the menu as well, you can see here that you can end the round if you want, and then on the bottoms, you can actually report mapping. So if there's a bit of mapping that's incorrect, for example, perhaps it's missed a bunker, or there's a new water feature that you need to include or something like that, then you can actually report an issue for the course. So you can select which hole it is, so say there's a problem on the first hole, and then you can say, look, the auto advance hole is not working, there's incorrect yardages, or actually you need to remap the entire hole, or completely different. So that's really good, and that will send a notification to Motocaddy, and then their team can look at it and review and hopefully get that map updated. So that's pretty much it for this main screen here. So if we go out and press end round, and you can see here it gives you the summary when you do, and you press exit round, and now we're back to the home screen. So let's just take a quick cycle through the settings. Starting off here, you've got the Bluetooth setting, so we've currently got it turned off, and yes, we can turn it on. You can see you just get this little loading screen while it searches for the device that it's going to connect to. And you can see here it's telling you to go in the Motocaddy app and pair to the trolley. And you need to do that if you want to export your scorecard data to your phone. You can also get some additional connectivity between the two, so you can use your phone's Bluetooth, I believe, potentially to update the trolley as well. And also you can get notifications from your phone onto the trolley if you're out using it on the course. If we go back here, now next up you can see you can put it in competition mode, so you can turn that on or off. And here you can see you've got the Wi-Fi settings. You can see select your network and turn your Wi-Fi on and off. Scrolling down, you can change your units from this menu here, so yards or meters, and then again you can select which par or SI you are using. Going down further, then you've got your registration and subscription details. So you can see here that I'm still using the free trial, which runs out on the 3rd of September 2023. And so to access the whole view and other features, you need to update the subscription via the mobile app. One other feature that I really like in this menu here is the AED locator. So you can see I've got it on here at the moment, or you can choose to turn it off. Now, in case you wasn't aware, AED means a defibrillator unit. I think I said that right? Defibrillator? Yeah. Anyway, so if in the worst circumstances that someone has had a heart attack while you are out on the golf course, then this has the ability to notify you where the nearest AED is located at the course you're playing at, if they have one, and then it'll also provide you with CPR instructions if you need it too. So fingers crossed you never ever have to actually use that functionality, but if you do, then it's here. We'll just go into the settings just because there's a few more at the bottom. So you can see here you can update course. You can search for the course that you want to. So if you want to pre-update the trolley before you go to the course, then you can search for the course. Let's have a look here. If I search for one that's very close to me, Romford, search. Takes a moment just to find the details that it's got. Let's see how many courses there are. Romford Golf Club, which is the one down the road. Then you can choose to update it. Here we go, look, 8,831 kilometers away. No, it's not. It's a couple of miles down the road that way. This is because I've got the trolley in demo mode. You press update, and it's going to update to the latest details it's got for you for that course, so you know that you're playing with the most current map. There we go, all updated. So if we go back and scroll down to the bottom, you can also change your time details, so your format, your time zones, and whether or not you want daylight savings to automatically change. Go back, and then you've also then got your check for updates on the overall firmware of this trolley. So it will update all the things that Motocaddy want you to update. I'm not going to do that right this moment, but I always recommend keeping your electronics up to date. And then you can see here you've got reset to factory settings and then turn demo mode on or off. So if I turn it back off, there we go. Now this is actually how it works in the real world. So you can see here, I'm just going to run you through and show you again. If we search for the club, so this is now using the real GPS data, and it come up really quickly there. So here, my local course is Romford Golf Course, and you can see here, updating Romford Golf Course. We've got whole view included now. That's just because this is running off of my subscription. So here you go. You can see here, this is an example of what that whole view looks like. Now, a little bit annoyingly is that it doesn't let you zoom out as far as I'm aware. No. So it's kind of cut off your tee box area down here and just giving you pretty much 2/3, 3/4 of the whole layout. So that is the full overview of all the settings and features of the GPS unit on the Motocaddy S5 GPS trolley, and this is the same unit that you get also on the Motocaddy M5 GPS. Hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and don't forget, if you are thinking about buying this trolley, then I have included any exclusive discounts down in the description below, so you can hopefully get this trolley for less than retail price. And I've also included a link to my full review of this trolley, so I'll let you know all the good features about it, as well as some of the stuff that, well, I think you probably should know before you commit to buying this trolley.